Hello, I'm Maria Drushkova.
And I'm Yelena McManaman, and would like to welcome you to week 8 of our Math Circles 1001 Leaders course. This is the final week. As the course is wrapping up, what we would like to do is to reflect a little bit on why we even started this course. And I would like to start with my own motivations for this. As a parent, primarily, that was my main reason. Some time ago, when I just started leading circles, the reason I did it was because I knew my child needed something different, something better than what was available, and I couldn't find anything. And eventually I found Maria, but she wasn't available for the time for the circle that I wanted or for the math instructions that I wanted for a particular time, particular topic, and I just knew that if I didn't know anyone else who would do anything like this, I didn't know math circles for young kids, and I knew if I wouldn't start it myself, it just wouldn't get done, and my child would miss out on this. So, as scared as I was of not knowing enough math, of this responsibility, promising to do math circles to a bunch of families, I knew I had to start. Otherwise, there was just no other way my child would get what I wanted him to get. And so that was my motivation. But over time, as I started doing more math circles, different sizes from very, very tiny, my child, his friend, and me, to larger ones, what happened was what I would say a personal transformation. I am still not a mathematician by training. I do not have a formal degree in math. However, I feel that I'm actually thinking more mathematically. Something changed in the last 4 or 5 years. And I think a lot of it has to do with thinking about math circles, preparing for math circles, leading them, talking to kids, listening to kids, and then reflecting back on the experiences. So I came in with a lot of fears, as I said. And right now, it's not fears any longer. Those are concerns. I still have them. There's still some anxieties. But I know that I can take a problem. First of all, I started encountering math problems that are interesting to me personally. It's such a revelation for me that I can read the math book and say, "Whoa, I want to try solving this. I want to try." Or watch a video and be like, "Hey, I want to do this." And I can do that. And if I still find that it's really interesting and exciting, I now know how to adapt it for my child's particular stage, developmental stage, and for his interests, and also for his friends' interests and stages and different personalities. And that is just such a wonderful feeling to know that I can DIY this. And it comes after a lot of practice, but also after a lot of thinking and reflecting. And so at this point in our course, we wanted you to have an actual math circle and document it and reflect and share your experience and your questions. And what I would like to just share with you, it takes a lot of preparation to hold your first math circle. I'm not talking about choosing the problems. That sort of doesn't take that long. It's this emotional, I can do it, I should do it, I can totally handle this, if only just once. But it is so worth it, and the more you repeat that, I can do it, if only just second time, if only just one more time, the better it gets. The feeling is really, really exciting, especially it's exciting to see the kids being interested in math, and it's very exciting, strange, but in an exciting way, to feel how your own attitude towards math changes. So I want to right now give the microphone to Maria, so she will talk a little bit about her own reasons for this course.
I hope that the feeling of making your own math circle and making mathematics your own within it is shared here. So this week we invite you to share what happened with you, what did you feel, how it was. It brings me back to the very first time I worked with a kid. It was more than 20 years ago when we first came to the US. We had a host family as students, and I was very arrogant, I guess, about my knowledge of mathematics and eager to share it with anyone who would listen. So they had a girl who they just pulled out of school because she suffered, so they were homeschooling, and they invited me to talk math with her, our host family. And I started doing that. I asked her what she was interested about in it, what she liked, and started to follow her. And wow, her questions led to such interesting ideas in mathematics. I have never seen math that way as I did through the eyes of that girl. My arrogance decreased very quickly because she taught me new ways of looking at things. She taught me that I needed to go research after each session how to make it available for her, how to answer her questions I didn't know how to answer, and how to have this adventure together. So that experience of the two of us just going at it in totally different ways. She did show me her old worksheets. That was nothing like it. It was ours. We have never seen anything like that. Not me in all my math travels, in all my courses. I had hundreds of them by then. Have never seen anything like what we did with her, and she has never seen it, and her parents. It was something ours. So in big ways, in small ways, when you lead your math circles, or even if you haven't started yet, if you just think about leading one, if you dream about it, you remember what it's all about, what is meaningful, and how it's yours. In this feeling, big or small, that you're making something that is yours with the kids, with the parents in your circle. This is what this course is all about for me. And I hope that it will spread and you will have this experience and you will invite other people into that experience, and your kids, when they grow, will continue doing it, and so on and so forth. Let's do it.
So what we're asking you to do this week, the final week of our course, your main task is, if you haven't had your math circle yet, try to have it and share your experience with us. Now, if you already had a math circle and you wrote about it last week, perhaps by now you had time to reflect on it a bit more, to have some questions. Perhaps you're already planning your next math circle. Share those questions and concerns with us. Share your thoughts and ideas. We will have hangouts on air with you live this week, so please join us. We'll discuss where we're going to go next as a group of math circle leaders. And we would like to hear your ideas about that as well. And if you cannot yet hold a math circle this week for various reasons, whether it's scheduling or you don't feel ready, you don't have logistics lined up, it's the holidays are starting, so a lot of reasons. What we want you to know is that the materials of this course will stay available to you for a very long time. We're not putting an end date on that. for as long as you need them. And you will be able to come back even after the holidays next year. You will be able to come back to this week's thread and post your observations, your comments, your questions, and we will be monitoring that and we will be responding to your thread. So good luck preparing, organizing, and leading the circles. Thank you for being with us for 8 weeks and trying everything that we suggested and sharing your experience with us. And we'll see you in the Hangouts later this week.